GIS Canada mapping. This is the third video. The next thing we're going to do is find out which cities have a population greater than 500,000. We're going to see them in the attribute table, and then we're going to make a graph out of those. So here we go. So you can see, well, we've already answered graduate symbols here, but from the selection menu, we can pinpoint them. So select by attributes. Make sure this layer says cities, because that's what I'm wanting to look into right now. I want the population. I double click population, and you see it appears in my main line down there. Greater than or equal to. And I'm going to type in 500,000. Okay, so it's going to find me the cities whose population is greater than or equal to 500,000. And you can see that they're now highlighted in teal. And if I open up the table, likewise they're highlighted. Right. So that's one thing. I can actually select this and it tells me just what they are. There's other things you can do another time. We can look at this statistics. It tells me actually that there are 8 such cities. This is the total number of people living in them, etc. We can now make a graph of that by clicking on this. It's actually called the options button, although it's not called options. Create graph. Again, check what I want here. Cities is the layer I'm going from. My value field, what am I graphing? I'm graphing population. My X value is going to be the names of the cities. And it's going to be labeled by name. And that's all fine for now. Click on next. And I want to show only the selected features. So right now you can see it's showing the selected ones in teal and the non-selected ones in coral, but I want it to show just the selected ones. Title, I'm going to change that graph of cities, doesn't say much, so this is population. Greater than or equal to 500,000. I don't need a legend. The graph tells it everything you need without the legend being there. Click on that, and there's my graph. Now, this is kind of awkward because it's not really big enough to show all the place names. But if I drag it out a little wider, now it is. And then the instruction says, right-click on the bar at the top, the title bar. So here, I'm going to right-click this, and it allows me to add it to the layout. I'm going to close that. I'm going to close that table. What we've now gone into is layout view, which is a different way of looking at your data. So maybe I'll zoom out one more here. This is layout view. This is sort of what the page will look like when I'm printing it. Normally we're in data view. There's view, data view, view, layout view up here. But I'm in layout view right now. And so this is kind of my whole page. At the moment that map is off to the side. Make it a little smaller and drag it in here. Later on I'll deal with making that page look just the way I want it to. But this now, if I were to print, that's what the page is going to look like.